Yeah, no introduction needed, man. We just
Yeah,
chopping it up. Two brothers just chopping it up, man. You guys join on in, hit the like button when you come on in. You know what I'm saying? Uh, DLG motherfucking Saturday wake and bake. We pop up any fucking time we want though, right? You know.
yes, sir.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I got my King Palm. We getting it in. Let me get my lights so I ain't, my green screen. We doing it big, man. We like
Yeah,
the motherfucking news, man. We
real
like
news,
the news.
real
We bring
news.
shit to you, god damn it.
Right, real news. We ain't got no loyalty to nobody but us. Ain't no, we ain't bought and paid for. We're not looking to be bought and paid for. We're not looking to be supported outside of ourselves. We can handle it, so we can tell the truth from our real perspective. You ain't gonna catch us doing a bunch of sloganism. You ain't gonna catch us repeating the script like Fox News and whoever else. You'll never catch us doing that. Even if we talk about the same thing, we gonna do it in an honest way, in an open way. We're not here to railroad you.
Right, right. But you segue. We was talking about the movie Colors, and how that shit kind of. I
Right.
never thought about it like that. That's why I like chopping it up, because even though I got my perspective about everything, it's always a different perspective. That's why it's good for people to learn to fucking listen, man. I think
Hmm.
that'll alleviate a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the way, what I'm saying, just the way the movie, how motherfuckers was portrayed and this and that, like they never showed a light at the end of the tunnel. They never showed a black person who's like, okay, I'm over here, but I'm really trying to come up out this shit. Like every black person was just banging.
Yeah, to the
Like
full.
like every nigga in the movie was just banging to the fullest, bro. Nobody was just, okay, I'm from the projects, my uncles but here's how I am, and I'm walking the line in between that.
Right. Boys in the
Right.
Hood tried to a little bit.
Oh yeah, right. Boys in the Hood definitely depicted what was going on in a much better sense, because Colors was almost like watching a military film. In a military film, they just be making them do soldiers and they don't be humans no more. We don't really, dude, these dudes ain't have no moms. These motherfuckers ain't have no siblings. There was no moments of achievement. Nobody had a job. I mean, like, bro, this is just unreal. Like, every gangster or gang member in there was completely activated. Like, there wasn't no dude who, well, I'm from the hood, but like I ain't banging. Everybody was like, what was a killer.
Right.
And just TTG. I didn't, it's just crazy how that was allowed to happen, right? We didn't come out with that. I ain't never heard black people say we need a story about gang life.
Mm.
We need a movie strictly about that. Never heard that until that came out. Then niggas started saying dumb shit like, "Oh yeah, we need one for this and that." Man, stop, man. You niggas ain't even from that. What you need mean we need one of those? You niggas live here, and
Yeah.
now look, bro. Look at where we are now. There's only a few hoods that was active when we was young that's eradicated now. Most of these hoods, bro, they don't own shit on the block, but they got numbers.
Yeah, now that's a huge thing right there, man.
You know what I
About,
mean?
like, I never really got it. And that's true, man. Like we claiming these blocks, and this goes all the way across the globe. I'm not just, talking,
Yeah. This is
yeah,
going on in France. And
you
yeah,
know,
bro, this
but
going on in Munich.
it's like, damn, motherfuckers, all that time, all that selling dope and all of this. and we don't own no apartment complexes, no
Nope.
duplexes, no, and it isn't like the prices weren't cheap as shit, like, coming up. Like, let's just go back to when we were, getting out of high school and, just, really all the time in the world to run around and figure things out, you know. And even I was looking, because I always been into things where, I
What
need a
the hell
little
happened?
to operate. So shit was cheap, bro. Shit was dead cheap. And now we looking at the straight gridlock, with the prices and shit. Let me get you back in there, Def Chef. There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
I don't know what the hell happened to shit. I tried to share the video and the shit muted me or did some weird shit. I got to figure out how to really operate this. Go ahead though, because I wanted to hear what you was about to chop up.
Well, no, it's just, just going all the way back when motherfuckers was kicking up dust and doing all of this shit. Nobody, we had these blocks and nobody was capitalizing on nothing.
Yeah, and you know what though? I'm gonna say like this because as men, we always gonna put the responsibility on us, right? Like that's the that's the masculine thing to do. That's the man thing to do. It doesn't really matter what really happened. You take responsibility. So what I'll say, being the age I am, I can take the responsibility for the role I played or didn't play or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, this dude be letting this dog just shit in people's yard and don't be cleaning it up, bro.
Mm.
I be hating that shit. Anyway, though, what was I saying? I'm watching this dude let his dog run around and then lost my train of thought fucking with this nigga.
Yeah, nah, motherfuckers got to take the responsibility for,
Oh yeah, look,
shit that they,
so I'll take the ownership or whatever. But one thing I'll say is that the dudes who raised us, they wasn't telling us to do certain stuff, and I'm not necessarily saying we would have listened.
I don't think they knew. The motherfuckers didn't know.
And,
And it goes all the way back to our grandparents and
not,
everything, man.
hey,
It really
look,
does.
that's my whole thing. Look, here's a perfect example. You could acquire a facility. You could do this right now. You could acquire a fucking warehouse, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you could say, here's what's about to happen. You could go through it. You could show the rooms. You could show the square footage. You could show all this.
Right.
Right. But guess what, bro? Motherfuckers is gonna love it more if you just go and get a job down at the docks or something. See, this is what I'm saying about us. In being black, the highest form of labor you could get with us is working on the docks and working for Metro.
Mm.
When niggas get them longshoreman jobs and get on in Metro,
Oh,
bro,
they be brand new.
we be happy for them.
Yeah.
Right? And that's cool because you making 30, that's good. But what I'm saying is Flames could buy an entire facility planning on training our kids, da-da-da. Yeah, a few people might give you props, but go and get that longshoreman job wearing that hard hat, getting overworked and underpaid. It's almost like we understand that language better.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really fuck with niggas who want to control their own destiny. We want niggas to get in that union, work, come home on 100%
They
of
can't
nothing.
see nothing better for you. I
Can't
think
see it.
that has a lot to do with it. It's like,
Yep.
okay, if a motherfucker, and nowadays it's just like, okay, just get your high school diploma, get you a job. That's like, that's it. That's the benchmark, you know. So I think it's just a train of thought, just like all the land in the CD and everywhere. My grandparents, they still hanging on to their shit. And I told my mom, I was like, man, they should get rid of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that, I'm gonna get a lot of pushback from people saying, like, oh, why would he, this is this, this. I mean, this isn't like a land that black people really like sought out. Let's get that straight.
No, this shit was never meant for us. So that's not even up for question. Like, nah, this shit was never meant for us.
Well,
Like,
this is the ass barrel of the fucking city as a whole. That's what it is.
right.
There's dumps and shit. Like Washington Middle School used to be a dump.
Yeah, it was a landfill.
Right. So, and then, the CD, you come through there, if you got a truck, you could make money just scrapping, just because they had microwaves and refrigerators and shit just tossed in the fucking bushes and shit, bro. I go way back. See, I never left the CD. I was raised, from a little ass kid.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, when the gangs and shit came, like I was right here. I was a kid, I remember one day I saw a bunch of guys. They was about 4 or 5 guys. Cause I'm out my front yard playing. This could be like a beginning of a movie or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm playing with my little yellow truck, my little yellow dump truck. I'm a little ass kid. I couldn't have been nothing but about 5 years old, 4 years old, And I'm on the playing strip, in the front yard, playing on the joint, and I saw 4 black dudes. Well, I saw a guy with blue on hit the corner, and then I saw 4 black dudes in all black chase him down, and there was this little fucked up fence where it, was like a slingshot, like you could you could lean on it, it'll kick you back up, but you can go under it. The fence was messed up, and I saw them, basically tackle dude on the fence and beat him with, those copper, the pipes. I think it's like the big wire cables with the copper strips inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy duty shit. They beat dude down. You know what I'm saying? So I seen, the drugs and the gangs like really, really come into the community. That's how long, we motherfuckers been here. And I think some of us think like still ownership, like in this area is like everything, even though
Of course we do.
we were put here though. We were like, this is the only place where they would even let us take out loans and shit, So if you've been oppressed to be in a certain area, and then when you have the freedom to move on or do whatever, you'll rather just sit here. And it's not community. It's not like you fuck with your next door neighbor. You're not going to a barbecue. I mean, and this is just next door. We're not talking about, down the block or down, different people. This is just, the type of love that you don't see just from the people next door to you, and it's really no sense of community. It was a way that, law enforcement and they could keep tabs on us. It's like, okay, they got this black community. We're not going to let them purchase houses in Magnolia and Ballard and fucking Shoreline and, all Duval and fucking, like I can go on and on. Redmond, Bellevue, Kirkland, fucking Newcastle, Renton, all of those spots that us, black communities, stores, different, digging in. But what do? We all stuck in one area, getting ran over by the drug dealers and gang members, by gangs. That's who ran these streets around here. It wasn't no older cats like my grandpa and all of those dudes. They did their righteous thing. They, stayed out the way. Motherfuckers didn't fuck with them. But it wasn't like they were really, really getting together, trying to make a difference for like the future, only staying in this same system. It's like they were uneducated about what was actually going on, And I'm gonna get a lot of pushback. They're like, "Oh, damn, he said, to live in the CD ain't shit," or whatever, But at the end of the day, it's easy. Let's say you got 100,000 black people. If you got them all in the central area and up and down some streaking parts of the South End, just like a lot of Asians, they basically took over Beacon Hill. Like
Right.
you're seeing what communities are doing, and it would be a lot easier to police us. And they didn't even police us. All they did is they had the cops over there in Bellevue just in case you want to go over there. They had the cops right there in the North End in case you want to go past like 130th or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to go past there, you want to go over by the water and all of that shit. Well, there's going to be consequences, and that's profiling.
Right.
That's profiling. And then they sent all the cops just in the hood. And how do I know? Because I know black people that grew up with white families and did the same shit I was doing, but didn't get harassed or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was just like a free-for-all for them, to kick up as much dust and do whatever the hell they want to do. But for us, it's like a damn like we playing, the 99th level on Pac-Man or some shit.
Yeah, it's all about, man, who you know. Like, yeah, it's what you know, but man, who you know, yeah, where you come from. Oh, yeah, man, that definitely matters.
Well, it was a law. Like you could not before 1981. I mean, motherfuckers can look it up or whatever, like the deed on houses and shit, like in other areas, that's what it said. It said this house cannot be occupied by none other than the Caucasian race. Like this shit is in writing that motherfuckers could look up, all of that. Like,
yeah, they killed. I can't remember his name. He got park name after him. They killed him because he got one of them houses out there.
Right, and I'm sure that's what's going on. A tremendous amount of, but why did I learn that shit in my 30s? Like I learned about, you hear about it, but for a motherfucker to actually sit down and explain it to you, like you can tell your kids shit while they're passing through the breezeway and just running around and, hey, son, remember this and remember that, you know what I'm saying? But for a motherfucker to actually sit down with you and explain to you the importance, me personally, it would have changed the way I spent my dollar. It would have,
Well, here's the whole thing with that too. And here's something that don't really get talked about. Right, when we was boycotting shit, see, they make it seem like we just was protesting and we just wasn't like, no, we was losing our lives not supporting them business. Right? Not supporting them business, your life. If and you got fired, you pull.
Your shit breaking up.
Dealing with up the street, down the street, and around the corner, right? So we got all these motherfuckers, and they feel like this. I'm gonna tell you how it works. When they come out with something and we start fucking with it, they kind of feel that we're obligated to get it. Like we're like cable, right? You pull out your head, up, try to pull back your shit. They gonna
your shit breaking up a little bit.
They gonna do whatever they can to get you back on board. Spend that dollar, right? That's just like if black people in America found a plug and we was just buying African automobiles, because you know they got African automobiles. We just buying automobiles strictly from black people. All the European and American motor companies are gonna get together and they're gonna figure something out, because the way they gonna look at it, that's their money. Yeah,
Right.
right. We have to spend it with them, but they've already factored in getting the money from us. They got a car for every price range and every lifestyle.
Right.
Right? They'll give a nigga a contract for a car to try to get other niggas to buy them, like they did with Tamika Mallory and shit. Oh, she got the endorsement with Cadillac. I'm all like, oh damn. So now, even though we already fuck with Cadillacs, like I guess that, you know, Cadillac is for the people and the fight, and so now we gonna go get more lax.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're exploited to a ridiculous degree. Designer, man, bro, they be marketing designer to niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And most of the white boys who do wear designer, they wear that shit how a nigga would wear it.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean,
You know,
that's gotta be a culture that's, you know, we gotta get up off of that. We gotta get up off of that. You know, I'm glad that my kids are not like super, super materialistic like I was growing up. You know, like we had to have it all. Me, you know, the motherfuckers I kicked it with, LG, you know, like motherfuckers had to have it all. We wanted all the polo shit and all
yeah,
the
yeah,
Timberlands, and you know what I'm saying? We wanted it all, man.
yeah.
You know, and these guys, I could tell like my kids, they definitely is not on that. They focusing on life. It's just the computer chip that they don't have. And I think it all goes, it stems back to, you know, us black people, you know, we ain't never had shit, you know. So as concentrated as the schools were back in the day, let's say Washington Middle School, goddamn Meany, you know, as concentrated with black folks as that was, you know, you got that motherfuckers want to look like they got money type of mentality.
Oh,
Going on.
absolutely. I mean, what's so cold? I'm in that predicament now as a business owner, where, because you know me, bro, like I walk around every day looking like I'm about to work. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I put my apron on, but the thing is that the space I'm moving into now, I got to dress a certain way and look this way, because if I want to command a certain price point, they want a certain image. They want to pay the person who looks a
But
certain.
you grown though. We're talking about
Okay,
kids
got
though.
it. Yeah, got it.
Like with the grown shit, just dressing decent and dressing for the part. I think that goes with it. It's, and you learn that as a kid. You know, motherfuckers going to church, motherfuckers going to, you know, different spots. If you ever been dressed up, you know, I had a few suits in my closet and shit. You know, we was heavy going to church and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
but the like what we were doing, like we had to have every pair of Jordans, every pair. You know,
Oh, I
motherfuckers
remember.
ain't trying to have every suit, every fucking pair of dress shoes that come out. Every, you know, they're not really getting into that sickness. You know, because that right there is gonna fuck up your bag. You know, if we talking about money, if we talking about, I mean, if owning anything or having a bunch of shit that you don't fucking need, that's a very fast way to fuck your bag off.
Yep, and have shit that once you buy it, it has no value.
Right.
Bro,
You know,
I buying all them
you're
trendy ass
spending
clothes.
50%, you're spending 20%, you're spending 80% of all your hard-earned resources. And when you a young man, That's critical. Just like us. If we wasn't buying all that stupid shit, Jordans and everybody, all right, fuck it, we ain't gonna buy Jordans for 3 years, but we're gonna buy the Promenade so that they can't do what they did. We got the money.
I'm gonna keep it real. With certain age comes certain understanding, because I honestly believe if like you would have been that young talking this way, that would have scared niggas, bro.
Well, motherfuckers ain't thinking like that, because
That's
when it
what, like,
comes
that's
to
what I'm
money
saying.
and motherfuckers ain't never had it, shit, we just living day to day. I ain't gonna front. Motherfuckers, we living day to day, just trying to rack it up. And then if you're focusing so much on getting money, it's hard to like transition into the, okay, what am I gonna do with this shit now? You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be, you gotta do it together. You already gotta have that plan, and it's gotta be second nature. Like we learn how to be businessmen. A lot of us got parents and grandparents that did businesses and shit, but the majority don't. So learning how to be a businessman, learning how to, just like a lot of these other cultures, because they seeing it. The Asians, and they know how to do the teriyaki shops. It's real easy. You get the goddamn grill the goddamn chicken thighs, grill the chicken thighs, cut them up, make sure you got a good sauce and a couple fucking rice cookers.
Yeah, get you some lettuce and put some coleslaw dressing on it.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
Have you some sriracha.
And I'm not trying to talk shit, because they do got other shit on the menu, but let's be honest about what they didn't get rich off of the other shit.
Nah, bro, listen.
They got rich off of what I just said. The two rice cookers and goddamn sauce,
I'm a food guy, bro. And I could show you spots with lines out the door and they sell 1 to 3 things. Literally, bro, they got this spot in like North Carolina that's on the side of the road. Bro, I swear 10 to 20% of the drivers that take this road stop at this spot, right? All you need to let them know is how many you want. They have one thing. They have one drink. And this lady is making a killing, bro. She worked by herself. I'm watching this and I'm all like, man, this is crazy. Like, I can imagine what your profit's looking like. Of course, she gonna talk to, we just a humble dilly on the side of the road. Man, I sell food. Fuck you mean? So let me get this straight. So you sell this pork sandwich and you sell this drink, whatever, sweet tea, cola, whatever the fuck you sell. And the moment you open, people are coming in and you the one who do all the work. Like, you take the order and like she makes the sandwiches literally while taking the order. So I'm looking at this. I'm all like, well, shit. If the average person is spending $8 to $10, man, right? But like, see, with her shit, we don't understand that it's about what you can keep in the operation. And I know that with whatever she's doing, she's keeping a gang of money. But we'll look at a nigga, he got the liquor bar, he got all this stuff, but he got a real thin profit margin. It looked good, but this nigga ain't really making no bread. Like you said, we always want to look like we got it when we don't got it.
Right.
And a lot of times, it's not hard to tell who got it, because one thing I know about a person, if you're able to hold on to everything, you doing all right.
Yeah.
See, if you can't really hold on to nothing, you can't get nothing fixed. You can't, but man, come on. If you one of them dudes where you putting shit up, man, Flames, what happened to the what's his name? Man, that's out in Puyallup, man. I'm gonna bring it out. I ain't really worried about that. whatever. Then 3 years later, you just pull up in it like, yeah, man, I had to get some stuff done, whatever. I got to get rid of this shit though. Whatever, my dad is sick of it being around, or however we do it. But see, I know you're not getting rid of that because of you ain't doing well. You getting rid of that because it's just not conducive to deal with any longer. I'm selling it not even really for the money, like it just got to be gone. See, that's different.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got to do what's the best business move. It's nothing wrong with taking a day or two to think about some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or taking a month to think about some shit. And whatever. My thing is the best move. It should be made. At all times. You guys hit the like and subscribe button, y'all. If you haven't already. We just cooking.
Here's what I want to really know. Why is entrepreneurship and ownership not just openly promoted to us from a collective perspective? Like it's almost like a secret society to like know that type of shit, or for it to be part of your just social makeup, right? Where this is the reality of stuff, you do that, like, why are we so trained to pretty much never control anything, to never even want that?
Yeah, that's how society wants you though. And motherfucker look, oh, this motherfucker's a conspiracy theorists and all of this shit. But honestly, if everybody wanted to start businesses and shit, who the fuck is gonna work? It's just they need a certain amount of percentage, rather if it's 80% or whatever. They need a certain amount of people to live a certain life in order for this motherfucker to run. Everybody's, like I said at the beginning, everybody's not gonna get value out of this other than just some free game and shit. Everybody's not gonna be able to monetize on this. Some people had that knack to just get to the money. So they can't promote that, because then you're gonna have millions of more people saying fuck the jobs and trying to get their own money.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's the whole thing, bro. I'm all for a cat working. Like, ain't nothing wrong.
I'm all for it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that when
do what's
for
you. If it's for you, do it.
When you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
When you content with controlling 100% of nothing, and you pass that mentality on, like, to me, there should be, okay, if this person is in the union, and then I got the uncle, he worked for the fire department, and I got the auntie, she's a school teacher, I got the cousin, he's a little franchiser, he worked for the pizza spot, like everybody doing their thing. The perfect time would be for me to try to create something that we control. All you niggas got jobs. Let's all put in on this idea. Oh, well, okay, well, you don't want to do it. It don't matter. I'm going to do it anyway. Right. And anytime you want to try to be a part of it, I guess I'll allow you to, but I'm not going to let you come in once the nigga gets super successful. Like, once it really get popping, it's going to be too late. You better
people got to understand that, the price, yesterday's price ain't got nothing to do with today.
Hey, bro, I'm dealing with it with my family. Like, now I done built this brand all the way up, and cats want to support me now. Hey, bro, that's family. I appreciate support. But I remember when I started this shit, y'all didn't really, you guys really hurt my feelings with how you just didn't believe in a nigga. You
Yeah.
just openly didn't. But all right, let me show you. Now I done shown you. And now
Well, that's how it goes, though. It's just like
right,
a motherfucker that could say he could dunk. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I seen this nigga dunk, right?
right.
I seen this nigga. Just like if I say, hey, nigga, I could dunk. You know, I'm only 5'10, but I say, nigga, I could dunk. You know, I'm 40 years old. You know, you might not believe it. You know what I'm saying? But if it was the nigga Nate Robinson at 40 saying, yeah, nigga, I could dunk, you might believe it because he's done it so many times, you know. So these businesses and these franchises and these, you know, just like McDonald's, it's a motherfucker. You pull up in a McDonald car and he said, man, I got fresh McDonald's. You know, it's good. You believe him. You feel me?
Right.
If he had the little because all they shit's in the microwave. If he just had the shit, this is Fox. I'm gonna bring her on up. What up, Fox?
What's up?
What
Oh,
up?
just you know, just waking and baking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We waking and baking on a DLG motherfucking Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Just in case motherfuckers, the King Palm is still lit. You know,
Oh, Dr. Hood is live. He did.
the King Palm is still lit. You know what I'm saying? My eyes a little Chinese, so I'm a, you know, good. You know what I'm saying?
He was like this. Yeah, it's me. Oh,
Oh
hello.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's Dr. Hood and this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We just talk about,
Okay.
you know, just getting some conversations started, you know, about us black people and getting some wealth and, you know, just like I said, everybody ain't gonna get on board, you know, and it might be those little special little circles that eat. That's how shit go, you know. So now we in here, man. Well, how you been though?
Hey, you know, coming off that loss yesterday, Lord.
Yeah, that sucked. But I mean, we can't expect to just bully these guys. You know, we got to beat these guys. You know, we can't bully them. They're not gonna. It's obviously they're not gonna let us bully them. You know,
Right.
so you got to go ahead and win it, man. But I think the advantage goes back to them just to be you know.
I think they're overall just you know, they got a better situation going on over there. So, you know, I think that it's gonna come out to their advantage. It's gonna be all right. I ain't tripping. It's just, motherfuckers they hate. They're
Yeah,
haters.
yeah,
But it's just talking shit, but they're haters.
yeah.
But no, I'm good. I'm good.
You know, we just cooking. Let me see.
Def Chef, what you cooking?
Man, I got to get ready and do this event in Federal Way. I'm about to go meet this girl to go see this spot because I'm doing an event for her in a couple weeks. But yeah, man, shit, take Hunter's ass to some damn skating party at Patterson's West. You know,
Okay.
Hunter always got something going. She always got You got a skate party? Oh, okay. Then she
Yeah, we'll
started
do.
going,
We'll
oh
get
yeah,
the Boston
then
going on.
then after that, we're gonna do this and do I don't know about all that. But you know, I'm gonna do the best I can to let you have as much fun for as long as possible. But nah, you ain't staying there, homie. I don't know them.
Right.
Yeah, but nah, they seen you doing more shit than you. Of course, people want to get on board and you know everything. That's just. I think that's human nature. You know.
Yeah, but to be honest, the issue don't even really be nigga not wanting to get on board. What the issue be is how motherfuckers pretty much be like, well, how you gonna be successful? Like, nigga, you ain't never done shit. Like, it's almost like that's what they
They can't
almost
believe it
saying.
though. They can't believe it. When you coming from nothing, you know, it's you can't believe it. They mama didn't do it. They daddy didn't do it. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
bro,
So
motherfuckers in my family, when I was just like, nah, I'm done doing it this way. I could do it this way and control my value. They just thought that was insane. They was just like, well, how you gonna do this and how you gonna do that and woo 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 and wah whip. Man, listen, because I'm gonna do it. I'm a command it. I'm a manifest it. And so now, since it's manifested, niggas feel like they can just pop up and get their concept. Oh, yeah, y'all been see, I got this idea. Man, make your idea happen.
Right.
Yeah, then come holler at me like you did me.
make your idea happen.
Get that shit popping.
And we could do this. And when you set up, well, yeah, I could do that.
Man. Yeah, now it was some smoke, man, because you was talking about I know we segueing, you know, that's what we do on the Wake and Bakes. We ain't gotta have no topic, you know, motherfucker just, you know, you might have seen a motherfucker last night. But listen, we ain't talking about last night. We talk about this Michael B. Jordan situation. You know what I'm saying? We talking about this Michael B. Jordan. And
what is the situation though? What is it? What is the problem? I don't understand.
See now there's a whole nother problem. See, at first it was just the sink that was clogged, right? Now it's the toilet and the sink. It's clogged now.
Okay, the whole bathroom. Okay,
the whole fucking bathroom clogged up now. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, it's always good to listen. You know, when you you're doing dialogue or whatever, it's always good to listen to both sides, because I didn't really think about it. And this is how everybody else is thinking about it, because apparently Michael B. Jordan popped up, I believe. Oh, no. Old girl popped up. I guess she's dating the Jack Harlow dude or some shit now.
I seen Jack Harlow, and then I seen that she was up on somebody's cousin or something. Let me see if I can find it. There's a picture of her, but I think that it's old. I didn't go all into the research of it, but it was Akon's cousin or something, right? Mm-hmm. And I guess that he's a heavy set man. So the heavy set niggas was, hey, at least you know what I'm saying, right? So
to get the dub today,
huh? So I mean, I'm not for sure if it's just something trending or if it's real news. I'm not for sure.
Right. Well, but I saw. You know, they were championing her, you know, for the white guy that she was with. And they could have just been homies, you know. But I think, you know, in this day and age, you know, in this pictures and shit, like if you on a picture, you know, it means more than that. And a lot of times it does. But the thing that was said was that, you know, they're championing her. You know, she's good, she's this and that, and she's getting to it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if it was him, it was on the other foot, and he was with a white girl, or I think he was, and they crucified him.
I think he dated a few white women. I seen that they were trying to put up, you know, like they put a collage up of her and all of everyone who she's dated, and then they put a collage up of him of who all he's dated, and there was a few white girls on there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about recently though. So well, I guess I think, you know, I don't want to put some false info out there, but I think that he was with a white girl, and then everybody got on his head, but they didn't have that same energy when old girl was with dude, you know. So it goes back, you know, this is a double standard, you know. Women want to be able to do whatever the fuck they want, you know, and us men,
but you know what,
to just forget about it and wife you.
As a black man, I mean, I don't know, bro. The way I look at shit like that, there's just certain shit we know, right? Like my grandfather used to tell me, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. Like, just as a black man, bro, we know some of this shit, right? We can. I'm even go to this. Niggas could say what they want. Michelle got Obama in the White House. We voted for Obama because he was with a black woman from the motherfucking O block. That was a motherfucking factor because
Hit the
I
like
can
button, y'all.
promise you, if Obama was with a white chick, it would have been an issue. Period. Like Kamala, she with a white dude. It's not an issue. There's certain shit, bro. We can say what we want. In the way things are set up now, media-wise, social media shit, bro, there's certain things that they can do. We can't do that shit. And we could argue about it all day. But if I pop up with a white bitch right now, niggas is gonna have my head, bro. Motherfuckers ain't gonna celebrate that shit. Any of these other black women pop up with a white dude, especially if we know it, it is what it is, bro.
If I was to pop up with a white man, I'd probably be like, they probably be like, okay, Foxy, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
they probably didn't see me get trashed by a nigga before. So they're like this.
So you think
Get
that's
your
what it
shit.
is? But Michael B. Jordan wasn't doing that though. He wasn't trashing women. He was like the staple of
Nah,
what
Michael,
women.
he has to pay the price for everybody else who they want to address this type of situation with. This is the most interesting thing because a month ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, before they broke up, he was the shining light of what a black man should represent and how he should do shit. Now these same people, they just talking bad about this nigga simply because he lost his woman. He didn't get caught cheating. He ain't put his hands on her. He ain't did no dumb shit. He ain't said no dumb shit. The nigga dealt with life. See, we dealing with a real gender war. And if niggas don't really see this shit, there should be shining examples. When you could turn on a nigga simply because his woman decided, I want to make a different move. She ain't even said nothing bad about the nigga. She just ain't with him no more. We about to find everything bad, everything negative that he's ever done, ever said. This nigga's about to get crucified simply because he lost love in his life. This is a dirty game.
But I mean, if I'm going back and I'm looking at all the chicks that he was with, they're not even white women. They're mixed with some. He dated a lot of women that were of Mexican descent or had some type of Spanish or something. They were not just straight up all just except for like Kendall Jenner, straight up white woman. There's you know what I'm saying? There's something they're mixed with something. They're not just straight up white. And some of them they're not even American. They're Canadian. They're from a different country. But I mean, before Michael B. Jordan, I didn't even have I wasn't stapling the nigga as anything. I wouldn't even give a hell what the
Well,
nigga
no, they
was.
said he was like the.
Shit. Who the
They
hell
said
is
he was
this nigga?
the most attractive male in the world or some shit. A
Oh
couple
well.
years ago or some shit.
I guess if you're putting it on like Sports Illustrated and you got, you know what I'm saying, you went to what is that shit called 100 people surveyed and all that old shit and who the fuck all that. What was that? What's that Family Feud?
Yeah.
Then I guess that would, I don't know. Maybe the most popular votes counted, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know if in the black culture, if we were saying that he was the most attractive man in the whole fucking world, shit, hell, I don't know.
Man, my
But
thing is whether he is or not, just recently we didn't have nothing to dissect on this nigga. There wasn't no like that wasn't going on. Like I just ain't never seen nothing like this. Like just imagine my chick kicking me to the curb, and then from there, like just some little wild shit is be like I ain't even did nothing. I got shook by my bitch. Regular shit. Like this is what I'm saying. This gender war thing is so odd where people who we like will completely just turn on you, but it's really not about you. It's about because this is what I should have did to this other nigga. This because I could have did him. I get it.
So
You see what I'm saying?
if you're not consistently doing shit with every nigga, then all of a sudden you're doing something totally opposite with this one nigga or chick or whatever, and then when you guys call it quits, it's kind of like, oh my god, like why did you let this motherfucker get away with all this shit, but you stayed with this motherfucker and he was this way, and then now what was the problem, bitch? Like you got you a trophy nigga or some shit. Well, so what was the problem? Why come you didn't keep him? Why come you didn't do this? Why come you didn't do that? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever that it may have be. But it's just kind of like, at the end of the day, it's just like what it every person that you fuck with is not the same. They might look kind of the same or familiar, but they're not. It's not the same. You can't go in every relationship and be like this. Oh well, I'm gonna do this the same. You're gonna have to switch something up because everybody's not the same. You're not gonna have the same outcome with every relationship. It didn't last. Oh well, they were together a year and a half. They probably
Okay.
something didn't fit right. Something wasn't. Something had to. We don't know what it was right now.
Well, no,
Maybe
we
we'll
know
find
What I'm
what
out.
trying
it
to figure out is
was.
this. What I'm trying to figure out is this. What happened between, oh my God, these two broke up, to it becoming a weaponized thing? Like, I'm bugging how
It's women, bro.
women. I, I'm asking a woman what happened because Foxy, no, we think we know.
She said she ain't really been tuning in like that. That's
But
why I
but
like her opinion, because she's gonna keep it 50-50.
but
You
Foxy
know what I'm
still
saying?
know though. She still know how this shit go. So she could apply it to whatever. I'm applying it to this particular thing. But what I'm saying, this same thing could pretty much transpire with anybody, especially if you a black man, where it's all like, oh, this is sad, right? Then it turns into, oh, you're mad because we have all the, and and I'm all like, wait, none of y'all could get Michael B. Jordan or Lori Harvey on the phone. Niggas is working hourly jobs. Like, come on, man. Like, what's all these crazy options you talking about?
She's
Oh,
living
she's
the
25.
woman's
Because listen,
fantasy.
at 25, ain't none of us
She
really
knocked
wasn't
the
even.
she knocked the nigga. She knocked the nigga.
That
She's
ain't.
You know what
That's
living
I'm
the
not a
saying?
problem.
woman's
That's not.
dream.
That's not the problem.
She's the woman's dream. For
The-
to look that good. Even Kevin Samuel said she was an 8. You know,
A woman's dream of what? A woman's dream of what?
to
What is
to
actually
Read
a
the
woman's
memes.
to
dream?
have to
Read the
have to
memes.
have money. That's one.
Okay.
And to be able to sleep with any dude that she wants.
Okay. I mean, well,
That's a
Nah,
woman's
nah.
dream.
any woman can do the same thing. It's all about your
But no.
confidence.
Any woman
Nah,
can't do
nah,
the
nah,
same thing.
nah,
Any woman
Yes,
can't do the same
nah,
thing
yes you
because
can.
listen,
Yes you
nah,
because
can.
any
nah,
woman, let's keep it
nah.
50-50.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Every woman doesn't have that much money. Can we agree to that?
Your dad's
Okay.
not Steve Harvey.
She's probably the top 1% with females as far as money goes. Okay. As far as looks goes, like I'm not a Build-A-Bear fan, but as to date, like if she pulled up to the, meet me at 9 o'clock, and two bitches pulled up, they're gonna have their work's gonna be cut out for them. She's probably in the top 10% with looks. Then I mean, and that gives her a bigger variety. Like every woman just can't even get Future on the phone or Future to even take a picture with them, And I'm not even saying that, he's probably the best guy that she's dated. Like you probably name 10 guys that, is probably better than him, that females would go after, So, and there's no consequence. See, a woman these days, if that's what you want to do, then you got to face the consequence. That's when the manosphere and things come in. We're not telling women, and I'm not a part of the manosphere, but they're not telling women that you can't do this or it's wrong. They're telling men not to wife that because of consequences. It's just like doing drugs. Yeah, some people do drugs, they function just fine, but they tell you not to do it because there is a large or small risk of this happening. And that's all that guys are saying. You know, if you date a woman like this, rather if it's Lori Harvey or whoever, you know, just like Sierra, I think that she wants to be in the streets. She misses the streets, you know. And when you get a man or a woman that misses the streets, there could be a potential, you know, that they could go out and leave you for the streets. And if that's the type of life they was living, you know what I'm saying? So hey, she big ups to her and what she's doing, but I gotta tell mine
Hello.
to just let a hoe be a hoe. And not in those words, not the bad part, but just let a promiscuous woman be a promiscuous woman. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'll come up with a better one than that, just to kind of gloss it. You know, a hoe is kind of vulgar, derogatory. You know, sometimes it's not fair, you know, for certain, especially people you don't know. So, you know, but let a woman that, you know, she doesn't care. She got out of this 1.5-year breakup and she's already up on this and that. Like, I mean, if you want to deal with somebody like that, then, you know, more power to you. You know, like they could still be on the podcast. They could still, you know, nothing changes, you know. But 10 years from now, when she's turning circles around you, you know, and you know, she's winning the all the emotional battles and shit, you know, you're not gonna be physical. You know, we don't promote that. So I mean, you losing. And we're just trying to get guys so they won't be simps. They could you know, take charge of the household again, you know. Real niggas that actually run their households, not niggas that live with bitches and, you know, bitches run, you know, you can't even get loud. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing none of that. You know, we don't promote none of that, you know. Even if my little homies or whatever, cousins, you know, whatever, they do that shit, I let them know. You know, that's some simp ass shit. You know. So, man, I like when people disagree with me. Like I said, you guys could come on up, you know, whenever, you know, like and subscribe. Come on up if you got smoke. You know, we could argue about it, you know.
So basically, we dealing with some different narratives, right? Like what my thing is, I don't really care about Michael B. Jordan or Lori Harvey. What my issue is how it's just so easy for a motherfucker to love you yesterday, and then you go through a life situation, and rather than them not really be either way, because it's your life. Like none of us had anything to do with them getting together. Right now, as a man, I'm gonna always have my opinion on a man's conduct. But when we talking about a relationship, like shit, Foxy was with one of my partners I grew up with forever. Imagine me acting funny or talking shit or even having something sideways to say because that's not what I was doing before. I loved it when them niggas was together. Now that they ain't together, I got slick shit to say to support that nigga. That's just weird to me. And you know, maybe that's the difference in being a man and being a woman, because that's the most feminine shit that I've ever seen besides like breastfeeding or some shit like that. Like, who the fuck got love for a nigga when they in this situation And then you got a bunch of weird shit to say about the nigga, and we don't even know these motherfuckers. I wouldn't even understand that if you did know him, but I'm really baffled that we don't know him. But I know what this is about. This is that gender war shit, and niggas be living vicariously through somebody else's situation. Like, let's be real, man. A bunch of these motherfuckers out here, they wish that they could just play somebody to the left like this, and then look good doing it. Imagine, man, imagine how y'all would look at me if, I'm dealing with a chick and she's trying to really give a nigga everything and this and that, and I'm in that bag. But then when it's time to make that move, I just make a public display of it. Oh, I shook this bitch. Y'all would be like, man, what is you doing, bro? How you representing yourself as a person? But this is where we at, man. It's okay to just be weird now. And that's weird. That's weird conduct on our behalf for us to enthrall ourselves in something so much where we turn on the other person just because the situation ain't there no more. Like, ain't the, you know what I'm saying? Even bringing up his different partners, we doing all that because that's our defense mechanism for her, which is cool. But this is just strange. Like, it's almost like we know these niggas or something. You two ain't like that. Us three ain't like that. I'm talking about from a collective perspective of just what's being said and the outlooks being given. I'm all like, damn, like, man, I just hope that we support each other this way. Because honestly, and I'm gonna say this because she here. Y'all hear me? Can you guys hear me? Or are you guys just both muted? This shit crazy. Oh, this nigga done. Oh, he done took a break. All right, got me just talking. Is this thing on? Shit, nigga, I'm about to go to work too. These niggas done. Hey, I'll holler at y'all.
Okay, I'm back. Who's tapping in? Whole house over here waking up. Let me see. Tap back in, Chaz. Who's on a break? I need Dr. Hood to get back on so he can let you back in. Let me see. Hold on. Hey. Dr. Hood, we probably got somebody waiting at the door. Hey. So the Currys are swingers and most likely swung with this couple because Dale is with the woman now and Sonia is with the man. I don't post much in here, but tell me this ain't some freaky shit. Ew. Why would she be with that ugly ass white man? Lord Jesus. That's a downgrade, bitch. That's a well, I mean, most likely have money, but good lord. That's whoa, she look like the white lady now. The fuck? Ew, that's crazy. Uh-uh. I'm not going to be with. I mean, well, shit. If he got money, I guess I probably would fuck with a white dude. At this point in life, shit, hell. Oh, he said, "Give me 5." All right. Well, hey, anybody out there? You guys seen that?